एक बार की बात है, शिमला के एक सुनसान लॉज के बाहर चांदनी रात में मैं बड़ी देर तक चांद की सुंदरता में खोई हुई थी। सितारों से सजी उस रात का जादू बहुत आकर्षक था।
इससे अच्छा कोई पल नहीं हो सकता था। मन करता है बस यही मैं ऐसे ऐसे ही चांद को निहारती रहूं और ये वक्त
हैं, शायद हमारी उलझन का हल मिल जाए।
अरे, आप लोग यहाँ कैसे पहुँचे? देखकर तो ऐसा लग रहा है जैसे आप इस जगह के रहने वाले नहीं हैं। शायद मैं आपकी कुछ मदद कर सकूं। वैसे यह जगह इतनी रहस्यमय और शांत है कि यहाँ पर अब तक किसी बाहरी को आते हुए नहीं देखा। पहली बार किसी बाहरी को देखकर दिलचस्प लग रहा है।
हाँ, हम तो अभी-अभी यहाँ पहुँचे हैं। क्या इस खूबसूरत जगह पर कुछ खाने पीने का इंतजाम हो सकता है?
यहाँ तो सिर्फ खाने पीने का ही नहीं, बल्कि घूमने फिरने और ठहरने का पूरा बंदोबस्त पहले से तैयार है। बस दिल खोलकर आनंद लेने की देर है।
कितनी सुंदर जगह है ये। मन करता है यहीं बस जाऊं। मुझे तो ऐसा लग रहा है जैसे मैं कोई सपना देख रही हूँ।
The process of manufacturing cement. The process of manufacturing cement is highly systematic and scientific. It primarily utilizes raw materials such as limestone, clay, silica, alumina, and iron ore. There are two methods for cement production, the dry process and the wet process, though the dry process is currently more popular due to its economic efficiency and high effectiveness. First, raw materials like limestone, clay, silica, alumina, and iron ore are extracted from mines and broken down into smaller pieces using crushers. Subsequently, these materials are mixed in precise proportions and ground into a fine powder known as raw meal.
If you're building a tech product, this is something about privacy that you should know, and you're probably getting wrong. So consider that you're building a product for Canadian audience, and you feel that because your data center is in Canada, you are safe. But are you? If your cloud provider is in America, AWS, Google, Cloud, Azure, and practically nearly every cloud provider is American, your data follows US law and not the Canadian law or the law of your country. The US Cloud Act let US agencies request data from the US-based companies even if the data physically sits in another country like Canada. And no, they really can't randomly access it. A legal warrant is still required, but this is something that you should know. Choose your crowd strategically because it becomes more important in some cases, and some domains like healthcare and privacy isn't a thing that we should take lightly.
You've seen it 1,000 times, ice cubes bobbing in your drink. But here's the weird part, ice shouldn't float. Almost every other solid sinks in its liquid. Think frozen butter sinking in melted butter. So why does water break the rules? It all comes down to hydrogen bonds. When water freezes, these bonds force molecules into a hexagonal lattice, creating tiny gaps. This makes ice less dense than liquid water. A total chemistry anomaly. If ice behaved normally, it would sink, causing lakes to freeze solid from the bottom up. Aquatic life wouldn't survive winters, and Earth's climate would be wildly different. Floating ice acts as insulation, keeping ecosystems alive. So next time you clink ice in your glass, remember, those floating cubes are proof of water's strange, life-saving quirk. Follow for more science that makes you see everyday things differently.
Did you know Mars has electric dust tornadoes taller than skyscrapers? NASA just spotted these 500-meter monsters whirling across the red planet, and what they're hiding will shock you. These aren't normal dust devils. Formed by superheated ground and thin air, they dwarf anything on Earth. But here's why astronauts should be terrified. These whirlwinds can explode into planet-wide storms. Even weirder, some crackle with invisible lightning, creating energy readings scientists can't explain. Could these electric dust demons save future colonies by cleaning solar panels, or destroy them completely?